हेलो लिसनर्स। तो आज हम लोग कर रहे हैं अपना चैप्टर 6 एनवायरनमेंट का, जिसका नाम है बायोडाइवर्सिटी। चैप्टर 6 बायोडाइवर्सिटी इंट्रोडक्शन। बायोडाइवर्सिटी इज द डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ एंड इन एनिमल नेचर. Diversity at its heart implies the number of the different kind of object such as species. However, defining biodiversity or measure of biodiversity is not simple. The living being range from the very small size microbes to large size mammals. In the most widely used system of classification, these have been divided into five kingdoms: Monera, Protostea, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia, based on the certain common feature, and are the further subdivided into many categories. The 1992 the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro defined biodiversity as a variability among living organisms from all sources, include inter alia, terrestrial, marine, and aquatic ecosystem, and the ecological complexes of which they are part. This includes diversity within a species, between species, and of ecosystem. Topic number 6.2: levels of biodiversity. Biodiversity is considered to exist on the following three levels. First is species diversity. Species diversity is determined not only by the number of the species within the biological community, i.e., species richness, but also by the relative abundance of the individual in that community. Species abundance is the number of the individual per species, and relative abundance refer to the evenness of the distribution of individual among species in a community. Two communities may be equally rich in species but differ in relative abundance. Second, ecosystem diversity describe the aggregation of an interaction of the species which with one another to, and deals with the variation in an ecosystem within geographical location and its overall impact on human existence and the environment, especially during the stress condition. C. Genetic diversity. It is the total number of genetic characteristics in the genetic makeup of the species, and it distinguishes from the genetic variability, which describe the tendency of genetic characteristic to vary, the magnitude of the variation increasing along the width, size, and the environmental parameters. Other key terms: intraspecific diversity. It is a variation within the population from the same species, while interspecific diversity occur in community made up of different species. Population diversity may be measured in terms of the variation in genetic and morphological feature. They define different population phenotype refer to all the observation characteristic of an organism that result from the interactions of getting genotype, total genetic inheritance with the environment. Functional diversity is a function of functionality. Disparate species with a population, for example, different feeding mechanism, different motility, predators versus prey, etc. Topic number 6.3: measurement of the biodiversity. The two main factors taken into account when measuring diversity are richness or evenness. The first is species richness can be divided into three types. Alpha diversity refer to diversity within a particular area, community, or ecosystem, and is measured by the counting the number of the taxa, usually species within the ecosystem. Beta diversity is a species diversity between the ecosystem. This involves comparing the number of taxa that are unique to each the ecosystem. Gamma diversity is a measurement of the total overall diversity for the different ecosystem within a region. Second, species evenness. It refers to how close in number species in an environment is mathematically defined as the diversity index, a measure of the biodiversity, which quantifies how equal the community is numerically. Species diversity and ecosystem stability. A stable community should not show too much variation in productivity from year to year. It must be either resistant or resilient to occasional disturbance, natural or man-made, and it must also be resistant to invasion of by alien species. David Tellman's long-term ecosystem experiment using outdoor plots found the plots with more species diversity showed less year-to-year variation in total biomass. He also showed that increased biodiversity contributed to higher productivity. Rivet Pop's hypothesis it was given by the ecologist Paul Ehrlich to explain the importance of species richness in maintenance the health of the ecosystem in an aeroplane ecosystem. All parts are joined together using thousands of the river species. If every passenger traveling in it start popping a rivet to take home causing a species become extinct, it may not affected fight safely proper functioning of the ecosystem initially, but as more and more rivets are removed, the plane become dangerously weak over a period of time. Loss of rivet on the wings key species that drive major ecosystem functions. It obviously a more serious threat to fight safely than the loss of a few rivet on the seat of the window inside the plane. Simon's index. The Simon's reciprocally index can be used to measure the relative biodiversity of a given community. It takes into account both the number of species present, richness, and the number of individual per species evenness. A higher index value is indicative of a great degree of biodiversity within the community. Shannon Wiener index it is used to describe the disorder and the uncertainty of individual species. The higher the uncertainty, the higher the diversity. There are the two factors in Shannon Wiener index, diversity index. First, number of species, I richness, the average evenness of individual distribution in the species. A large number of species can increase diversity. Similarly, increase the uniformity of individual distribution among the species will also increase diversity. If individual belong to a different species, the diversity index is the largest. If each individual belong to the same species, its diversity index is the smallest. Topic number 6.3.1 patterns of biodiversity. Latitudinal gradient. The diversity of the plant and animal is not uniform throughout the world, but so are rather uneven distribution for many groups of animal or plant. There are interesting pattern in diversity. The most well known being latitudinal gradient in diversity. In general, species diversity decrease as we move away from the equator toward the plot, with very few exceptions. Tropics latitudinal range of 23.5 degree north to 25 degree 5 south harbor more species than the temperate or the polar areas. The largely tropical Amazonian rainforest in South America has the greatest biodiversity on earth. It is home of the more than 40,000 species of plant and more than 1,25,000 invertebrates. Scientists estimate that in these rainforest there might be at least 2 million insect species waiting to be discovered and named. Colombia, located near the equator, has nearly 1,400 species of bird, while New York at 41 degree north has 105 species, and Greenland at 71 degree north has only 56 species. India, with much of its land area in a tropical latitude, has more than 1,200 species of bird. Impact of altitude on biodiversity pattern. Elevational diversity gradient EDG is an ecological pattern where diversity changes with elevation. The EDG stated that species richness tend to increase and elevation increase up to certain point, creating a diversity bulge at middle elevation. There have been multiple hypotheses proposed for explaining the EDG, none of the which accurate describe the phenomena. Is full area hypothesis. It states that larger area are able to support more species and elevation increase total area decreases. Thus, there are more species present at middle elevation than the high elevation. Rainfall hypothesis. The hypothesis states that the diversity increase with increasing rainfall. However, the correlation between the rainfall and plant diversity varies from region to region. Rainfall and soil richness affect productivity trend, which are the all also believed to affect diversity. The mid elevation peak is usually seen in mean annual rainfall. Resources diversity hypothesis. The resource diversity hypothesis stated an increase in diversity can be seen when an increase in the diversity of available resources such as soil and food is present in the hypothesis. Diversity increases in an area of higher resource diversity even when resources abundance constant productivity hypothesis. It is generally through that productivity decreases with an increasing in elevation. However, there is some researches that show a peak of productivity at mid elevation, which may be related to peak in a rainfall within the same area. Temperature hypothesis. The temperature hypothesis correlates increasing temperature with an increase in species diversity, mainly because of the temperature effect or productivity. Competition. There are conflict view on the either competition on species diversity. Some hold the view that an increase in inter-species competition lead to a local extinction and decrease in diversity. Other view competition as a mean of species specialization and the niche participating resulting in increased diversity. Species area relationship. During his exploration in South Africa jungles, German naturalist and geographers Alexander von Humboldt observed that within a region species richness increase with increasing explored area, but only up to a limit. The relation between species richness and the area are for a wide variety of taxa. Angiosperm plant word wats freshwater fishes turns out to be rectangular hyperbola. Topic number 6.4: the biogeographical zones of India and their biodiversity. Biogeographical zones represent the major species grouping. In addition, each of these 10 zones indicate a distinguished set of the physical climate and the historical condition. The Himalayas and the Gangetic plains are example of two adjacent but obviously extremely different zones. India has been divided into 10 biogeographical zones. Refer in geographics. The topic number 6.4.1: Trans Himalayan zones. The zones has an area of about 1 lakh 86,200 square kilometer, and it cover mainly Ladakh and Lahore Spiti, with altitude between 4,500 and 6,000 meter at mean sea level. This zone represent an extremely fragile ecosystem because of its harsh climate condition and the inhospitable terrain. Flora and fauna. Flora. The vegetation of the Ladakh and Lahore Spiti is largely sparse alpine steppe. In addition, several endemic species also occur here. Fauna. The flattering plateaux have a distinct grazing community comparing of wild yak, Tibetan as Tibetan gazelles, ibex, and the Tibetan antelope. The region has an equally distinctive set of carnivores, including snow leopard, Indian wolf, Pallas cat, fox, or smaller animal like the mad-blade, polycat, pika, and the marmot. The lake and the marshes too have a distinctive avifauna, including the spectacular black-necked crane, which is a migratory bird. Topic number 6.4.2: the Himalayas. The Himalayas mountain ranges in India stretches for over 2,000 kilometers from east to west. The Himalayan zone is one of the richest area of the India in terms of habitat and species diversity. These are flora and fauna. Flora. mixed deciduous community merging into the chir pine, bens, oak in the lower subtropic foothills, forest of the maples, walnut, oaks, and the variety of the conifer like blue pine and fir and spruce in the temperate areas. The scrub vegetation of the birch and the rhododendrons interspersed with grassland in sub-alpine region, blue pine and deodars in the drier western region. Fauna ibex, markhors, and hanguls found in the central part of the Himalayas. Mishmi, takin, a snow leopard, Indian rhinoceros, clouded leopard are found in the eastern part. The Kashmiri stag or hangals is found in the western part. Topic number 6.2, 6.4.3. The desert. This zone is located in the western part of the country and is also known as the Thar Desert. It is covered West Gujarat and the West Rajasthan part of the Punjab and Haryana were once a part of this desert, but its irrigated cultivation has changed the situation there. The wildlife of the desert zone is peculiar not because of its desert diversity or density, but because of the extraordinary ecological adaptation to the desert condition flora. The natural vegetation consists of tropical thorn forest and tropical dry deciduous forest, sandy desert with the seasonal salt marshes and mangroves are the found in the main estuaries. Typical scrubs are fog growing and the sand dunes, Sivan grass covered extensive area called uh, Pali, Prosopis cinereis, Salvadora, Oedesis are common trees of Indian desert fauna. The desert possesses most of the major insect species, 43 reptile species, and moderate bird endemism are found here. No niche of the Thar is divided of bird. The black buck was a once dominated mammal of the desert region is now confined only a certain pocket. The grizzle is the only species of the Indian antelope of the which are females have horn. Wild asses are distinct subspecies is now confined of the run of the Kutch, which is also only breeding site in the Indian subcontinent for the flamingos. Other species like desert fox, the great Indian bustard, chinkara, and desert cat are also found. Desert fox, desert cat, great Indian bustard are some sand grosses species are restricted only to Thar desert. Topic number 6.4.4. The semi-arid, the zones with an area of 5,008,000 square kilometer occupy 50% of the total area of the country. The presence of the several species, grass species, and the petal level scrubs in this area has made them a favorite of the vast number of wildlife species. This zone has a strong biological link with the Western Asian, primary with Pakistan, Iran, Middle East, and Northern Africa. Flora and fauna. Flora. The natural vegetation consists of tropical thorn forest and tropic dry deciduous forest, moisture forest, extreme north. The mangrove, the plant species found here. So African affinity, the sandy plains have a new few scattered trees of Acacia and Prospia. The gravelly plains have a calotrophic gymnosperous etc. The rocky habitat are covered by bushes by Europhia by species of the Salvador and Taximerex occurs mainly near saline depression. Fauna. The fauna consists of a larger herbivorous black bucks, Chausinga, Grazina, and Nilga, largest Asian antelope. The lion of the Gir is the most endemic species in the zones. Topic number 6.4.5. The Western Ghat. The Western Ghat represents one of the major tropical evergreen forest region in India. In the west, the zone is bounded by the coast, and in the east, its shore boundaries with the Deccan Peninsular zones. The tropical evergreen forests occupy about one third of the total area of the zones. In present, in present years, a large chunk of the forest covered has been lost, and this zone is now of great conservation concern. More so because of its exceptional biological richness. About two-thirds of India endemic plant are confined to this region. However, the potential of many of these species is yet to be trapped. Beside herbivorous diverse biological communities, the forest in this zones also play an important role in maintaining the hydrological cycle. The well-known as species found exclusively in the Western Ghats include the following flora. The various major vegetation trees are the tropical evergreen forest, moist deciduous forest, dry deciduous forest, scrubs, jungle, solar, savannas, including high rainfall savannas, peats of rocks, and Mystica swamp. 4,000 species of flowering plant are known as from the Western Ghats. Fauna primates, Nilgiri langur and the long-tailed macaque, rodents, peta Platyconthosmus, the spiny dormouse, squirrels, several subspecies of the Rotofa indica with a separate form in Maharashtra, Mysore, Malabar, and the Tamil Nadu Ghat. The grizzled squirrel is restricted to two localities in the dried Tamil Nadu forest, carnivorous Malabar civet in the southern evergreen forest, rusty spotted coyote in northern deciduous forest, unglutates Nilgiri tahar in Nilgiris to Agastiamalai montane grassland hornbills, Malabar grey hornbills. In addition to the above endemic species, the other species found are tiger, leopard, dhole, sloth, bears, Indian elephant, and gods. Topic number 6.4.6, the Deccan Peninsula. This June covered the largest area in the India that amount to about 43% of the total land mass, and the about 1 million 1,421,000 square kilometer area or large area of the zones has been greatly altered by the human. Still, some forest area exists, particularly in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Odisha. Flora and fauna. Flora. The flora. This zone has deciduous forest, thorn forest, and degraded scrubland. These are the small area of semi-evergreen forest in the eastern Ghat and dry evergreen forest or thorn scrubs on the coastal side of the plains of the Andhra Pradesh and the Tamil Nadu. Fauna. The faunal species are the widespread throughout the whole zones. Example: chital, sambar, Nilgai, Chausinga, barking deer, and the gourd. Some species, such as black bucks, are restricted to dry open areas. Small repelled population of the species all also exist. Example: elephant, Bihar, Odisha, and the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and wild buffalo in a small area at a junction of the Odisha, MP, and Maharashtra. Topic number 6.4.7, the Gangetic Plains. The zone has one of the most fertile area in the world, and it support a dense and the growing human population. It covered an area of about 359,400 square kilometer. Um, 400 square kilometer. The original vegetation found in the most of the area is no longer there. There as a major portion of this area has been brought under the cultivation. Flora and fauna. Flora. The lowest Gangetic Plain, most deciduous forest extend across the alluvial plains of the lower Gangas and Brahmaputra river, which form a world largest river delta. The eco region in the currently one of the most densely populated region on earth, and the forest have largely has been replaced with the intensive agriculture. Fauna: a small reflected population of the nilgai, black bucks, and the chinkara interspersed with dense cultivation presently exist in the western areas. The wetland and the river also contain crocodile, muggers, and the gharials. Population are reflect the population of the Gangetic dolphins and a rich fresh water turtle community having over 20 species. Topic number 6.4.8, North East India. The Northeast India represent a transitional zones between the India, Indo-Malayan, and Indo-Chinese region, as well as the meeting point of the Himalayan mountain peninsula, and it one of the most important zone in the Indian subcontinent for its rich biodiversity and the large number of endemic species. Flora and fauna. Flora: the Brahmaputra Valley of the zones contain unique natural vegetation, swamp, grassland, and fringing woodland forest. Fauna. The fauna consists of rhinoceros, buffalo, swamps, hog deers, pimes, hogs, and hippopods. Here, the area also contain a large elephant population. This is also the flyway of the flyway to for the waterfowl and the other birds traveling between the warmth of the subcontinent and their summer ground in the Silbgiri and China. The topic number 6.4.9, the islands. The island. In this category, we shall discuss the Andaman and Nicobar group of islands in the Bay of Bengal and the Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea. The Andaman and Nicobar Island are the long grouped of 348 north-south oriented islands. The zone possesses a unique kind of plant and animal life, exhibiting a high degree of endemism. One finds these islands with the impoverishment mammal fauna. This may be largely due to the isolation and Andaman and Nicobar island and the small island size. Flora and fauna. Andaman flora. They have a tropical rainforest canopy made fixed flora with the element from the Indian, Myanmar, Malaysian, and the endemic flora straight so far about 2,200 variety of plant has been recorded, out of which 200 are endemic and 1,300 do not occur in mainland India. The South Andaman forest have a profuse growth of epiphytic vegetation, mostly ferns and orchid. The Middle Andaman harbor mostly marsh deciduous. The North Andaman is characterized by the wet evergreen type with plenty of woody climbers. The Northern Nicobar Island, including Car Nicobar, at Betty Melb, are marked by the complete absence of the evergreen forest, while such forests form the dominant vegetation in the central southern island of the Nicobar group. Grassland occurs only in Nicobar, and while deciduous forests are common in Andamans, they are almost absent in the Nicobar. Lakshadweep. The flora of the island include banana, banana Vadja, Kolo, Kasaya, Kombu, beard, fruit, chakka, wild almond, which are grown extensively. Some of the scrubs, jungles, plant like Kanni, Punna, Chobok, Chirani are the unevenly grown throughout the island. Two different variety of seagrass are seen on the beaches. Fauna Andaman. The state of word of Andaman, the Andaman wood pigeon. The Nakondan hornbill found exclusively in the Nakondam island. The Andaman scopes are the blue-eared catfisher and the Flavius western woodpecker can be spotted extensively here. Wild boars, elephant, various species of sea turtle, and the wild sea-water crocodiles make the island a wildlife hotspot. Lakshadweep. The marine life of the sea is quite elaborated and difficult to condense. The commonly seen vertebrates are the kettles and the poultry. Oceanic birds generally found in the Lakshadweep are Tharatasi and the Karifitu. They are generally found in one of the uninhabited island known as Pitti. This island has been declared as a wild sanctuary. Moluccan forms are also important from the economic point of the island. The money coin are also found in abundance in the shallow lagoons and the reef of the island. Among crabs, the hermit crabs is the most common colorful coral fish such as parrot fish, butterfly, surgeon fish are also found in plenty. Topic number 6.4.10. The coast. India has a vast coast stretch about 5,689 kilometers. Srinivasan, 1969. On the west, the Arabian Sea crosses the shore of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, and Kerala state. On the east, Bay of Bengal washes the coast of the Sundarban in West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and the Tamil Nadu state. The southern promontory of the Indian peninsula is bathed by the Gulf of Mannar and the Indian Ocean along the coast of southern portion of Tamil Nadu. Mangroves. They are also a variety. Mangroves. They have variety of community types from seaward to the landward facing area of the estuaries, lagoons, and deltas. Sandy beaches include raised beaches and the distinctive part communities such as Castellana, Calophyllum, Panda, Guinness, mudflats with a range of seasonal stages of completely terrestrial vegetation, raised coral, and the rocky coastal lines, marines, and angiosperm features fauna. Some of the interesting coastal wildlife species, including dogong, humpback dolphin of estuarine turbid's water estuaries of the saltwater crocodile, olive, ridley, green huskback, whales, leather, and loggerhead sea turtles and estuaries turtles, batagor, busker of the Sundarban, and the huge soft shell estuarine turtles, fellow child Bear bony of the Utkal Bengal coast, fish, mud skipper, or the semi-terrestrial gobies, small crabs in association with the anemones, avifaunal community of the mangroves, mud flat, and lagoons in the higher region. Mangroves, there are spotted deer, pigs, monitor lizard, monkey, and the Sundarban tiger. Sorry, conservational sorry ये तो नहीं है इसका टॉपिक नंबर 6.5 biodiversity hotspots conservational international was a pioneer is defining and promoting the concept of the hotspot in 1989 just 1 year after scientist Norman Mailer wrote a paper that introduced the hotspot concept. Conservation International Conservation International adopted the idea of the protected these them the guiding principle of these investment. Their investment hotspot are the hotspot are the area that are extremely rich in species that have a high endemism and under constant threat. Myers 1988 identify 80 reasons of the hotspot around the world. Interestingly, these areas contain nearly 550,000 endemic plant species, or 20% of the world plant species, in just 746,000 kilometer square, or the 0.5 of the Earth total land surface. To qualify as a biodiversity hotspot, a region must meet two strict criteria. It must at least 1,500 vesicular plant as endemics. There is to say it must have a high percentage of plant life found nowhere else on the planet. A hotspot, in the other word, is irreversible. It must be 30% or less of its original natural vegetation. In other words, it must be threatened. Conservational International, Conservation International (CI) is an American non-profitable and environmental organization headquartered in Crystal City, Arlington, Virginia. Its mission is to spotlight the secure, the critical benefit that nature provides the humanity, such as food, fresh water, livelihood, and the stable climate. Vascular and non-vascular plant. The main difference between vascular and non-vascular plant is that the vascular plant has a vascular vessel to carry water, plant, and food, and to have different part of the plant. The phylon, sorry, कहाँ पे था मैं भटक the phylon is very the phylon is a vessel that transport food, and the xylem is a vessel that transport water. On the other hand, a non-vascular plant doesn't have a vascular system. This means the non-vascular plant are the much smaller than the vascular plant. Another difference is that the non-vascular plant doesn't have a root like a vascular plant does. Instead, a non-vascular plant has a rigidoid small hairs that keep the plant in place. Non-vascular plants are the most commonly found in moist environment, which ensure they got enough water without relying on the root. Non-vascular plants have much more simple method of reproduction than vascular plant. Most non-vascular plant reproduce by the producing single-celled spores on through the sexual process of vegetation propagation, where a new plant grow from the portion of the parent plant. Vascular plant example club mosses, horsetails, ferns, gymnosperm, and the angiosperm. Following plant are the some example of vascular plant. Non-vascular plant example. Three non-vascular plant example are the mosses, liverbird, and the hornbird, which all flattened plant green plant bodies. Sorry. Conservation International. The map, topic number 6.1.1 biodiversity hotspot in India. As per Conservation International, India has four biodiversity hotspots. They are the first Himalayas, including entire Indian Himalayan region, and that falling in Pakistan, Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, China, and Myanmar. The Himalayas house more than 10,000 plant species, 300 mammals, 970 birds, 105 amphibians, 117 reptilians, and 217 fish water fishes. Large area of remaining habitat in the hotspot are highly degraded overgrazing by the domestic livelihood, including cattle and domesticated yak, is widespread in the lowland and alpine ecosystem. In the addition, habitat loss and degradation, which has led to perhaps no more than 25% of the original vegetation in a hotspot. Still, instinct poaching is serious problem in Himalayan mountain, and tiger rhinoceros are hunted for the body part for the traditional Chinese medicines, while snow leopard and the red pandas are sought for their beautiful plants. Other threatened to biodiversity forest ingredient including mining, construction of the road and large dams, and population due to use of agrochemicals. Indo-Burma, including entire northern eastern plant exception Assam and the Andaman group of the Iceland and the Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, and the southern China. The hotspot also hold remarkable endemism in freshwater turtle species, most of which are threatened with the extinction due to the over harvesting. Extensive habitat loss. Wildlife in the Indo-Burma is also incredibly diverse, holding almost 1,300 different birds species, including the threatened white-eared night herons, the gray-crowned crocodiles, and the orange-necked Patigage. Indo-Burma is one of the most threatened biodiversity hotspots due to the rate of the resources exploitation and the habitat loss. Only about 5% of the natural habitat remain in the relatively pristine condition, with the another 10 to 25% of the land is damaged because of the damaged, but the ecologically function condition. The Indo-Burma was one of the first place where the human development agriculture has a long history of using fire to clean land for agriculture and other needs. The need for the agriculture product has increased in the recent years with the expansion of both human population and market. This has been contributed to widespread forest destruction. Tree plantation, teak, rubber, oil palm have replaced large areas of the lowland forest, while coffee tree vegetation crop and sugarcane plantation threaten the mountain and hill forest. Other threat to the forest include logging, mining for the gems and ore, firewood collection, and the charcoal product. Uh, Sunda land include Nicobar group of island and the Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, Philippines. Spectacular flora and the fauna of the Sundarban hotspot are thus crumbling to the explosive growth of the industrial forestry in these islands and to international animal trade with the that claim tiger, monkey, and turtle species of offer food and the medicines in other countries. Population of the orangutan found only in the hotspot are in dramatic decline. Some of the last refuges or two of the two South East Asian rhino species are also found in the land of the Java and Sumatra. Like many tropical areas, the forests are being cleared for commercial uses. Rubber oil, palms, and the palm products production are there three of the most determinant force facing biodiversity in the Sunda Sunda land hotspot, fourth Western Ghat and Sri Lanka, including entire Western Ghat and Sri Lanka, faced with a tremendous population pressure for the forest and the Western Ghat. Sri Lanka have faced dramatically impacted by the demand of the timber and agricultural land. Remaining forests of the Western Ghat are heavily fragmented. In Sri Lanka, only 1.5% of the original forest remain. Population level are also applying the increased stress on the fringing of the protected area where many farms, loggers, and the poachers use the resources illegally due to the part of the varying effect of the yearly monsoon are highly mountain regions. This hotspots home to rich endemic assemblage of the plant, reptiles, and the amphibians. Sri Lanka alone may be home to as many 140 endemic species of amphibians. The region also house important population of Asian elephant, Indian tigers, and the endangered long-tailed macaque. Freshwater and endism is extremely high as well as with over 140 native species. India a mega biodiversity country. This is because of the following reason. Four hotspots are of the 34 global biodiversity hotspot are in India. With our neighboring countries, endemic of Indian biodiversity is high. About 33% of the recorded flora is endemic to the country. Of the 49,000 219 plant species, 5,150 are endemic, distributed into 141 genera under 47 families corresponding to about 30% of the world recorded flora. India has 26 recognized endemism centers that are home to near a third of the all the flowering plant identified and described to date in the country. India has two major realms called the Palearctic and the Indo-Malayan, the three biome, i.e. tropical humid forest, tropical deciduous forest, and the warm desert, semi-desert. India has 10 biogeographical region. India is one of the 12 centers of the origin of the cultivated plant, and now our chapter is completed. I hope that you guys understand this chapter.